What's going on, everyone? Got another VHS unboxing today. It's a big haul. It's a big one. Basically, what I've done is I've been picking out the movies that I want, and a couple of the people have been like, look, if you buy more in bulk, it'll save you on shipping and stuff like that. So I've been like, right, they're the four I want. These are the type of films I like. Throw me in some randoms. So hopefully I don't get too many duplicates, and hopefully I get some good surprises. So some of my videos recently have been quite long. Like I recorded one the other day, which I will do again. I'm off work soon, so I'll do one at home. But it turned out to be 1 hour and 20 minutes, and it was like my top 20 horror movies. So I'm going to do that again for you. I'm going to split it into 2 videos because you don't want to hear me fucking rambling on for over 1 hour. So without further ado, I'm going to jump straight into this one, and I'm going to unbox the first thing now. So I've got a knife this time. Let's have a look. Try and make things a bit quicker. Right, okay, first one. Forefront's Halloween. I've got this. It's one of my all-time favourite movies. I've got it on VHS. I've got the one with the double feature. I want the the 5? I've got it on I think it's called the Channel 5 release. I really want that version without all this bullshit around it. But any version of the first Halloween I'm happy to have. I've got the one that's got Halloween 1 and 2 in it as well. Yeah, one of my all-time favourite movies. I'm going to do a proper review on this one. So everyone's seen this, everyone loves it. There's that one there. Just pop it up, get them stacked in. So that's that one done. Wrapped up so tightly, these. They wrap them well. That's one thing with the VHS collectors and that. They always wrap stuff up fucking really fucking good. Okay. Oh, each individual one's fucking wrapped. We're gonna be here all motherfucking day, man! Right. Right, random one. I haven't got it. I haven't seen this for fucking years. Rosemary's Baby. I don't even have this on Blu-ray, actually. I should pick it up on Blu-ray. I've just recently got myself for 20 quid. I got myself, yeah, Rosemary's Baby. That's the first one. I got myself a TV and VHS combi that I'm going to put in the work office. Obviously, I'm going to get this decked out soon. This is like the fucking hut from The Evil Dead at the moment, honestly. This thing's rattling around under the floorboards and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to try and get it decked out nice. I've got to show you some of the stuff here. I don't know if you can see some of that there. So I want to have a nice display. I want it to be sort of like an old school VHS video shop. You know, like you used to go to when you were a kid when things were fucking cool. Right, okay, so yeah, I've got that so I can actually watch some of these. So I might watch that Rosemary's Baby on there. Right, this is one that I wanted. First Blood, Rambo. Fucking awesome. Love the Rambos, love Stallone. And it's another one, you get loads from that Forefront video. I remember having a lot of these when I was a kid. So there's that one. You can see what this one is already. Rambo 3. Always loved this box. My eyes were always drawn to this box. It's probably Stallone's Nice Muscles. No, I always sort of like was drawn to this one. I think it was the last one that I saw. I saw them like in a random order. Like I had number 2, First Blood Part 2, and then I watched 3, and then I watched the first one. So I watched them in like a bit of a cockeyed fucking order. Right, okay, I did want this one, Hellraiser Part 3, because I've got the other 2. I wanted all 3. I started watching the original Hellraiser the other day. Didn't manage to get all the way through it because I got fucking caught up into doing something else. But yeah, if I remember correctly, this one's one with a police detective, isn't it? Yeah, they all get a bit fucking daft after these ones anyway. So yeah, I did want that one. And I wanted the Rambos. So, right. Next box. Oh shit. see what this one is as well. This guy's done a really good job at wrapping things up. Rambo First Blood Part 2. This is a bit grim because this is actually this is a set of 3, this should be, of the same sort of box art. But yeah, this was always my favourite one growing up. I think it's the one I've got most nostalgia with as well. I used to watch it all the time when I was a kid. And it was like the only one I had when I was a little kid, when I was like, you know, like 10 or whatever. It's the only Rambo I had in my collection until I managed to get all the others. I don't even know what this one is. Ah, okay. This is a random one. Nice. I actually had this when I was a kid as well. Stanley Kubrick's Clockwork Orange. And it comes in like the cardboard case. You can see that. It's pretty cool. Nice one to have on the shelf. Always like the art on this one. Best film director, the New York Critics. Yeah, Clockwork Orange. Cool throw-in. Need to get that on Blu-ray as well. Good movie. Being the adventurous young man whose principal interests are rape, ultraviolence, and Beethoven. Yeah, cool movie. Enjoy that movie. Next. Ah, okay. I haven't got this one, but I'm throwing this in as a random. Stallone's Cliffhanger. I've got this on Blu-ray. Good movie. This is part of the forefront as well, not in the usual gold case. But yeah, Stallone Cliffhanger. One of his top blockbusters, this one. Really enjoyed this one. John Lithgow is the bad guy. Basically, he's like a mountain rescue guy, and there's like a tragedy at the start, and it sort of puts him off going on the mountain, and then there's a plane crash, and he's sort of called back to help out, and then gets sort of tangled up with some pretty sinister characters who are looking for some stashes of money that have been lost. They've hijacked a plane, and the plane went down, but they lost the 2 cases of money on the mountain, so they have to sort of force Gabe Walker, Stallone, into helping them out. But it's a good action movie if you haven't seen it and you like Stallone. Check it out. Action adventure one. Okay, there's a couple more in here now. There's a couple actually without the wrapper on it. Let's see what they are. Ah, okay. Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. I did ask for this one, but I've never seen it in this case before. That's pretty cool. I watched The Birds the other night as well. If anyone's into Hitchcock and they haven't seen The Birds. The Birds and Rear Window, I watched both of them. Rear Window's class, but The Birds is probably my favourite Hitchcock. And then this, Psycho. Love Psycho. Got it on Blu-ray. It's a cool movie. Okay, next one is Charles Bronson's Death Wish. I didn't even ask for this one, to be fair, but I haven't got it. An explosive story of urban violence and revenge. It's an old 70s classic. I think it's Michael Winner who directs this one. Yeah, it is, yeah. When was this made? 74. Dino De Laurentiis as well. Yeah, did a lot of the Carol Co movies, I think. But yeah, I've liked Charles Bronson as well. He's my favourite in Once Upon a Time in America. Once Upon a Time in the West, sorry. Yeah, awesome movie. If you like Charles Bronson, you like revenge, you'll enjoy this movie. Next one. Absolute classic. Die Hard. Can't go wrong with this one. Up there for me is like probably my favourite action movie. I absolutely love Die Hard. Everything about it. This movie deserves a proper full review, which I'll be doing soon. I've got it on 4K. I've got it on DVD. I've got it in every fucking format you can imagine. And I love it. I watched it on Christmas Eve in 4K. I bought it and then saved it to watch, and it was amazing. It looked like a brand new movie. So if you sort of and ahhing whether to upgrade, definitely do it. Great movie. I won't go into too much detail. If you haven't seen this movie, go out and watch it. Highly recommend it. But I'll be doing a full review of this sometime soon. Boom. One of the best horror movies of all time. It'll be in my top 10 without a shadow of a doubt. John Carpenter's The Thing. This one I've been after. I mean, some of the others they've just thrown in, but this was one of the main ones I wanted. There's a really sick one which has like the stripes across it. I think it's part of... I can't remember what the actual company is that's made it, but it's a sick one. It goes for quite a lot of money now. But yeah, John Carpenter's The Thing. Another one I do not want to be getting into too much detail about because I want to do a full review of it. I need to own this film in 4K. Like, this will look amazing if they do a good good upgrade. But I've got it on Blu-ray and it looks quality. I can watch it all the time. It's just a great horror thriller. It's really claustrophobic. What's his name now? Kurt Russell is amazing in this movie as well. If you like anything with creature features and special effects and stuff like that, this is one of the best movies you'll ever see for special effects. I hate CGI. I don't find CGI scary in the slightest. Comment down below if you know a film that's got CGI in it and it's scary and you can change my mind. I will send you a couple of random VHSs if you change my mind. So there's a little bit of inspiration for you guys. Get down there, get thinking, and tell me I'm fucking wrong. So yeah, I'll be doing a full review of this one soon. Awesome movie. This is one I wanted because I want to try and get the whole collection, and it is Wes Craven's New Nightmare. I love Freddy on the back there. When I was a little kid, I always used to look at him like there. Sick. This is a pretty good movie. It's pretty meta, to be fair. It's quite a weird movie. It's like a movie within a movie, where like the characters are sort of playing themselves in real life. So Heather Langenkamp, the star of the original Nightmare on Elm Street, she's basically just like living her life as an actress, and she's still being like haunted by Freddy Krueger, who sort of it sort of like took her over, like the character from the movie, you know, like everyone, like Wes Craven stars in the film and stuff like that. But yeah, it's one of the better ones. Like the first one, this one, and maybe Freddy vs Jason are up there with the best. Yeah, I don't mind number 3. Number 3 is good as well. So I'll probably say like the first, the third, the second, then this one. But yeah, it's definitely worth checking out if you haven't seen it. The only thing I didn't like was a little bit of the Freddy's glove. Didn't like the design of the glove, to be fair. And he was wearing some weird outfit in it as well. He wasn't looking himself. I hate MTV Freddy as well. So they knocked a bit of that on the head. Like when he was being like a ruthless, dead dark and horrible like in the first one. Love him in that. When he's cracking jokes and he's got the fucking sunglasses on and he's like chopping people up and putting them on pizzas. That Freddy can go fuck himself for like I am not interested in that dude. But yeah, New Nightmare. Right, this one here as well. The Crow. Brandon Lee's The Crow, one of my all-time favourite movies. Love The Crow, love Brandon Lee. Absolutely gutted that Brandon Lee died. I mean, he died, you know, must have been a little kid. You know, when was this made? Can't see it, but by the time that I grew to love Brandon Lee, he was already dead. Like this, Rapid Fire, Showdown Little Tokyo, Laser Mission, Legacy of Rage. I love Brandon Lee. I think that he could have been an amazing star. He'd have been like bigger than Van Damme. He'd have been up there with like the Stallone, Schwarzenegger. He just had like the charisma that some of these guys don't have. He was a nice guy, watchable guy, good actor as well. He could bring the emotion, and for him to be in such a brilliant film, which is sort of like, it's a bittersweet movie because he died in the movie. At some point I'd like to get this on 4K, and I'd like to do a review of this hand in hand with James O'Barr's book. Like if you like comic books and graphic novels and you like The Crow, I highly recommend you checking out James O'Barr's special edition of The Crow. Like the book is laced with tragedy as well, because the author's wife tragically died in a car crash, and he sort of went a little bit down. Obviously he went down and he was not himself, and he lost himself, and he put that pain and anguish into the pages of the graphic novel, and you can really tell it just seeps out. I've said it before, but you know, it's scary, it's action packed, it's tear jerking. There's a lot of emotion in this book, and it goes hand in hand as a companion piece to this movie really, really well. So yeah, check The Crow out if you haven't seen it. Last one here now. I've got this. My friend Drewski, Andrew, he can't get hold of these in the US, so I picked up this one for him as a little surprise. I already own this one, but it's the Night of the Living Dead in colour. Nice little surprise for him there. I own this one myself. I've got exactly the same one, but yeah, it's a bitch to get in America. And motherfucker, you better drop my channel this time, man, because you didn't drop my channel name, and this shit don't get sent for free, man. But yeah, so there's that. Okay. Right, the next box that I've got is off a dude who is big into his like Arnie's and all that sort of stuff, and his action movies from the 80s. So I'm expecting to find some gems in this one. Last time he sent me the box, there's a fucking right beast in there. There's about 20 boxes in here, guys. Maybe next time what I'll do is I'll like sort of open them and then right, okay, yeah. First one I've seen is a Schwarzenegger. Ow! See 2 Schwarzeneggers. 3 Schwarzeneggers on the bounce, man! What's his name in this one? I can't remember his fucking name. Ben Summit, is it? The Butcher of Bakersfield, the Running Man. Why would you go to do this? Why would you do this? Because I'm going to say please. This was like prime Arnie. Absolutely love Arnie in this one. This is like me, one of my childhood favourite movies, The Running Man. Just everything with Arnie in, classic. Love this movie. I want to try and get the whole Schwartzy collection up till about the 6th day, and then I don't really give a shit about any of the more modern ones. They can fuck off. But yeah, hey cutie pie. Yeah, everything about this one's full of fucking quality lines. Ben Richards, that's it. The Butcher of Bakersfield. Ben Richards. It's got that dude who looks like Frank Sinatra in it, Killian. Only in a rerun. One of us has been very naughty. Yeah, Running Man. Boom. Next one. Yes. Love this movie. The bit at the start where he just like booms, you can see him there, where he like floats into that fucking bathhouse and just starts kicking pure ass. Class film. But James Belushi's class in this movie as well. I love James Belushi. If you don't follow him on Instagram. He's like got his own like weed growing ranch. Don't smoke pot, but what he's doing is pretty fucking cool, and he's got a load of daily updates of it and what's going on there. And it just looks like a fucking cool place, to be fair. And he seems like a really cool guy. So if you're into the smoke, check out James Belushi's Instagram page. But yeah, basically this one's where he plays the fucking Iron Jaw, Captain Ivan Drago from the Moscow Crack Force. This one's quality. Where he fucking goes into this bar at the start and there's like people there just like giving him shit and that. He just grabs this fucking dude, snaps his leg, and everyone's like, oh! But it's like a fake wooden leg, and he like opens it and he's like, cocaine, and like pours all the cocaine out on the floor. It's like, go on, fucking Schwartzy lid. Schwartzy's my favourite. I love him. Absolutely love Schwartzy. Boom. Red Heat, if you haven't seen it. Yeah, basically it's like a buddy cop movie, but it's fucking cool. Now, this is a fucking beast. Shogun Assassin. Love this one. This is class. This, if no one's seen Shogun Assassin, they need to watch it. The ultimate Japanese action. Revenge is a dish best served cold, and death is very cold indeed. Basically, it's about this wandering assassin and his son, and he's in this car that's like tooled up. I'll read the back of it for you. Lone Wolf, a powerful and feared masterless samurai, lives a peaceful existence with his wife and son. When he refuses to swear alliance to Kurando, the most vicious shogun in Japanese history, Kurando orders the death of Lone Wolf's wife, Azami. Blinded by rage, Lone Wolf vows to avenge her death, taking his son, Tetsuro, with him on a path of darkness and retribution. Soon, Lone Wolf's sword of vengeance is unleashed upon the evil shogun's sons, the legendary masters of death. And finally, the shogun himself. Sick. Directed by Kenji Misumi and Robert Houston, this Japanese-American production, recently described by The Dark Side as a gory hit, is a seamlessly dubbed and accessible entry to the fast-growing genre of Japanese action movies. It's class, guys. Pick this shit up if you're into that type of thing. Next, and try not to look too much and keep seeing them. Da 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 da. Crime. Love Conan. Conan's fucking quality. Always weirded me out as well. Both the pictures on the back are Conan's bird. What was her name in that? Athena, was it? Something like that. Don 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 don. Earl Jones is in this one. So what's his fucking birds called now? You're not my queen. The beautiful queen, his companions, Surbatai the Mongol, and the beautiful queen of thieves. Now, it doesn't say her name. But yeah, I love this one. One of Arnie's very first movies, class film. James Earl Jones is a beast in it as well. You see Arnie as like a little skid, and he grows up fucking, they've got him pushing the fucking wheels. It's a bit like working here, to be fair, but just not as muscular. If they didn't have a fucking butty van here, I'd be looking like Arnie now. But yeah, this is an absolute beast. What were they selling this for? A tenner. Quality. Yeah, Conan's awesome, guys. Get on. Conan the Barbarian. Don't know if they may, hopefully they put Conan the Destroyer in there. Too much talk. This is a better version of it. Rambo First Blood Part 2. This is a nice little surprise. And it's in a better case as well. So this case will actually match. Try and get it out without fucking knocking everything over. We'll match that one nicely. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Rambo First Blood Part 2. All these movies back in the day as well, they used to have sick theme tunes. Like, I remember like running around my nan's fucking house with her, like, she had like, I remember because I had Rambo Part 2, so she used to take me to like the shop and that, and I used to have like this bag of like toy guns, and then I wanted like a vest, but I couldn't get one. So my nan like had an old card in, she cut the fucking sleeves off, and I used to run around like whistling the fucking theme tune and blowing people away. Sickage. So I've got the full set of them now. Obviously everyone's seen this, everyone loves this fucking movie, the original. So yeah, they go very nicely together. Comment below though if this is not the actual set, how it's supposed to be. If I'm just chatting shit and it's wrong. They look quite similar though, they look good. So I've got all three of them. The Last Blood was like one of my like most highly anticipated movies. From the trailer, I just thought it was a bit short, and I would have liked it to have had like a better villain in it as well, to be fair. I just wanted him to have like maybe someone from the past. I know that's a bit cliche to have someone come from his past, but just a more memorable bad guy for him to like get down with at the end. That would have been really cool. The movie was good as well. It was just almost like, it was like, right, let's get our foot on the gas here so we can get to the last half an hour and just fuck people up. And the UK one is awful as well. I've seen the, I think it might be an American cut, where you see him as like, it starts off on the British one where he's just got like PTSD and he's just living in like the Mexican border with his like new sort of adopted family or whatever. But in the American one, you see him like on a rescue mission where he's like sort of like a tracker and a guide, and like there's people get caught in a storm with like a river. And he goes out of a horse and like rescues some of the people and that. So you sort of get a little bit more of a backstory about like what he's sort of doing now. And you can imagine someone like Rambo doing that sort of thing. You know, after all this, he goes home and he like works on a ranch. But he also like, someone like him, you know, probably can never be staying too far away from the danger. So something like a tracker and a rescue guy, something like that, it would suit him. Oh my God. I've got this up there, but fair play, I want it again anyway. I'm not bothered, it's fucking awesome. Raw Deal, what a film. Do not drink and bake. That bit was fucking awesome. Love this film. This is one of Schwarzenegger's most underrated movies. Man like Joey Brenner, he's fucking class. This is a film, this. Basically, he's like an undercover cop and that, and he goes like in with the mafia. But this is a kick-out. This is one of my favourite Schwarties. Class film. And it's got a right theme tune as well, which I just badly made. I've got fucking Schwarzeneggers coming out my fucking arsehole. I'm going to save that one for a minute. Oh, I've got this one again now. Hellraiser 3, Clive Barker's. That's the, looks like one of the, well, it's one of the big box ones anyway. Pretty cool. I'll go on the shelf anyways, display that one. Oh, I love this one. What a fucking film from back in the day. Absolutely love Masters of the Universe, the canon. I love the case of this as well. I got check out my Instagram channel, movie_massacre_1987. Give us a like on there and follow. You'll see on one of them, I picked it up on eBay, this sick magnet. It's like a huge fridge magnet, and it's got some amazing Masters of the Universe art on there. If anyone likes it, inbox me or just comment on the picture and I'll tell you exactly where I got it from. I got it off eBay. I'll find out the person who's selling it, and I'll put a link or just put who it is on there, because they do loads of different ones. But it's class. If you like it, check it out. It's awesome. If you're into like your 80s movies, VHSs, stuff like that, and you like specifically like this, check it out, guys. It looks amazing. I was blown away. Like, I thought, right, it only cost me like £6 as well. I was a bit like, yeah, okay, go on, I'll get it. And when I got it, I was like, this looks amazing. The quality of it was fantastic. Like, the colours are so vibrant, and it just looks sick on the fridge, to be fair. But yeah, there's that Masters Universe, my man Dolph. I love me some Dolph. One of my all-time favourite horror movies. Here's Johnny. Wendy, light of my life. Honey, sweetie, I ain't gonna hurt you. I ain't gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains in. Bash them the fuck in. Love this movie. Love Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson, one of my all-time favourite actors. And Little Pigs. Little Pigs. Absolutely on fire in this movie. It's like, I read an interview with Jack Nicholson years ago. It was about this movie, sort of a little bit about this movie, but more about Batman and the Joker. And he says, like, through his life and that, he had like some stages where he'd feel like a little bit embarrassed and a little bit nervous about the sort of like the madness that he can like bring out. You know, he's like being like a little bit afraid and a little bit nervous and shy to express himself like insanely on camera. Do you know what I mean? He said for like the Joker and that, he just had to like leave it all at the door, and it's all those like little nuances that he does and like all these little things that he says, and he's like, I know, like he's not scared to like pull mad faces or do mad things. And he said once he managed to sort of drop that and just do whatever the fuck he wanted, he was having a hell of a lot of good time, man. So yeah, things just steamrolled ahead for him. But yeah, Shining, if anyone hasn't seen that, this one will be in my top 20s. It definitely was. It was in my top 10, I think. I think it was in the top 10. But yeah, like I was saying before, that was a fucking right task, that was. But yeah, I love this movie. If you haven't seen it, you've been fucking living under a rock all your lives. Do you know what I mean? Get out there, get this film watched. Sick movie, guys. Book's sick as well. Stephen King famously hated the movie, though. It veers off a lot. If you're a fan of The Shining and you're a fan of the book and you sort of like don't know what to do, if you check out the TV miniseries of The Shining, that's way more true to the book. It's got the same ending as the book, and it's just a lot more, it sticks to the book, whereas this movie veers off. And the book is really good as its own beast, and this is really good as its own beast. But Stephen King sort of saw it as like blasphemy. He's like, you're spitting on the book, and like you haven't got the right to fucking do it your own way and stuff like that. So he just got a bit pissy about it, I think, because he's probably watched it and thought, this is not what I've written. You know, what I've written was perfect. You didn't need changing it. You know, each to their own, different strokes and all that bullshit. But yeah, because like, I'll give you one example. Don't want to spoil too much, but that Here's Johnny, which is like an infamous fame, you know, it's synonymous with this movie now, is not in the book. Doesn't even say it. Jack Nicholson just said it in the movie. So there's things like that that are not in the book. But the book as well, it's quite a slow burn. You know, it can be like, say, 200 pages before the book even gets going. So if you're into like reading things that are like, you know, quite quick and gets into it, it's a slow burn, guys. It takes a while to get into. Like, It was another one, was a massive book. I loved the book. It took me a long time to read it, to be fair. It took me probably 4 or 5 months to read it. Like, I'm not one of these, I try to be where I can sit down and then just blitz through it, but I just couldn't do it with it. It just took me that long. So I might try and read it again. But The Shining, it's not that big, but it's not very fast paced. And, you know, it takes a while for it to get going. If you've never tried Stephen King before, I'd start off with Carrie. It's a very easy book to read. And you can read it in 1 or 2 sittings. It's only like this. It's a really good introduction to Stephen King's writing style. and it's set sort of in one timeline. A lot of Stephen King books, especially they're written in like different time periods, and they like flip between the two. So like with you can be reading like 100 pages like set in like the 50s or 60s, and then the next 100 pages are set in the 80s, and it's like bouncing between them. And as you get further and further through the book, the timelines sort of get closer and closer and closer. So it'll be like, you know, every 20 pages, every 10 pages, it's different. And then up to the point where it's like one page is set there, one page is set in this timeline. And then it's almost like sentences, like this bit's set in that time, this bit. And it can be quite confusing if you're not a big reader. Is timelines. Another one is the Tommyknockers. That was throwing a lot of timelines around. Sometimes you're like, I don't even know where I'm at here. You know, it can throw you off a little bit. I think that's why it took me so long to read it. But if you do like Stephen King, I'd start with Carrie, and then 100% check out Salem's Lot. If you like vampires and you've never read Salem's Lot, check it out, guys. It's my favourite Stephen King book. It's that, Cujo, and it are up there for me. But Salem's Lot is a proper quality book. Cujo's a proper quality book. Pet Sematary is awesome as well. So yeah, if you like Stephen King, I love Stephen King. He's one of my favourite authors. I do enjoy reading him. It's just some of his stuff can be a little bit of a slog every now and again. Do you know what I mean? Beast me in the comments if you think I'm talking a load of bullshit. But let me know below some King books that you've read, and some that you might think I like. You know, judging by the movies that I'm pulling out here. Okay, so I've got two of the best here. These are two. Oh, they're in both in sick cases as well. I will start with Commando. My man John Matrix. He's just doing people in left, right and centre in this movie. How are we gonna make a deal, man, with you waving guns? Got a deal, right? Wrong. Like, his fucking answer for everything is to just blow people's heads clean off. He just kills anyone who gets in his way in this movie. The soundtrack's quality. You know, you throw the story out the window. Basically, he's like an ex-CIA operative, or like ex-Special Forces Army dude who's like retired to like the hills and that now, and lives with his daughter. And this dude called Bennett, he's well, he gets killed at the start, or so you think. And then he's attacked in his home, and his daughter's kidnapped, and they like basically they want him to go and kill the president of some like South American country. And obviously if he doesn't do it, he's got like 24 hours to get there, do it, or his daughter gets killed. So then basically he's got 24 hours to kill everyone who's in his way and get his daughter back. And it's a fucking hell of a time him doing it as well. Sick soundtrack, sick quotes. Arnie's on fucking fire in this movie though. Awesome movie. Gotta love Commando. Everyone's seen Commando. If you love Arnold Schwarzenegger, you have seen Commando. That front cover is awesome. I love that movie. Oh, this next one may just tip it for me. But Bennett's quality in this one. You're a dead man, John. How does it feel to be a dying man, John? You're a dead man. Bullshit. And then Arnie just kicks the living shit out of him. There's a sick bit as well where these like two military people are like talking to Bennett. Bennett looks like fucking Freddie Mercury on Steads in this like kid chainmail vest. And this guy's like, slitting a little girl's throat. It's like rubbing a knife through butter. And Bennett's like, fucking, tell your little pissant soldiers to shut up now. Do it now. If Matrix was here, he'd laugh too. I love hearing your little pissant soldiers try to talk tough. He's quality. Jenny, you're a dead man, John. I'm not going to shoot you between the eyes, John. I'm going to shoot you between the bows. But yeah, class. So this one might just tip it for me. Arnie's more... He's quite cartoony in Commando. You know, he's fucking ramped to 20. He's just doing everyone. And at one point, he's like walking through the fucking gardens with a fucking minigun, just holding the fucking chain like Rambo, just like, just taking that. He must take down about 400 people. I mean, if he thinks he's getting off at the end with Jenny, you got Colonel fucking Sanders at the end coming up to him. General fucking Kirby there. So, oh yeah, go on, see you later. What have you left for us? Just baddies. No, there's a hell of a lot of paperwork you need to fill in before you get off, Matrix. With fucking Ray Dawn Chong there. It was supposed to be a 745 karate class. Predator, the next one. This movie is insanely good. This one's more serious. Like, he's not as cartoony in this one. Serious. He's more serious. He fights an alien, you know. But you know what I mean. This film is fucking amazing. This is one of the best ever action movies for me I've ever seen. Me and my mate Paul watched it at the pictures, man. Ooh, I'm gonna tell Aunt Mary about Uncle John. When that kicks in, mate. Ooh, baby, yeah, baby. It still has all the lines in it, all that good stuff. But basically, he's like another CIA type special forces guy. He has his own team this time, and he's been brought in by a general to investigate a helicopter that's gone down with some CIA agents, and to try and grasp them. Basically, he's a rescue unit in this one, and he has to team up with Carl Weathers from Rocky, Apollo Creed, who's a bit of like a CIA arsehole that used to work with Arnie. So they go in after a little bit of like, you know, you're not supposed to be working with me, my team only works alone, blah, blah, blah. And basically, Carl Weathers has been chatting shit and has sort of like other reasons for them to go over there. So they go over there anyway. They manage to find the down ship and they track the people that have happened, and they end up finding some of the team like strung up and skinned, obviously, which freaks them out a little bit. And then they go a bit deeper into the jungle, and then they find this like camp with these like bad dudes there. They're like, I don't know, like drug cartels or something like that, who were like killing people and doing whatever. So the team rips through there, like rescues a few people, rescues this girl, kills everyone, cleans up the place, blah, blah, blah. They're gonna get the information that Carl Weathers is finally found there, and then Dutch gets onto the fact that he was chatting shit and he needs to you know, the ulterior motive was there. He says, you know, you used to be my friend, you're a good guy, and then they fucking, you know, you dropped the 6 of us in the meat grinder, and they shit all over Arnie, and no one shits on fucking Arnie. So basically they get this girl and they start heading off to the pickup point, where over this time you keep seeing like through the eyes of something which is like picking up heat sensors and stuff like that, and it goes to the site after like basically Dutch and his team have like wiped everyone out, and then it slowly starts picking off members of the team. So like obviously like some of the weaker team members go first, but yeah, like it takes down Hawkins and Jesse Ventura and so on and so on. So that basically what it turns out to be is it's like this alien, and it's got like a cloaking device on it where it's it blends into the jungle, and it hunts for sport. So like, because they've got weaponry and stuff like that, it sees them as fair game and picks them off one by one, and then like they've got to like sort of fight back against it, and there's only one man who can fight back against the predator, mate, and that's my main man there, Dutch. Dutch Schaefer may potentially be my favourite Arnold Schwarzenegger character. It's hard, it's a toss-up between Dutch, Matrix, and maybe Joey Brenner. I love T2 as well, but that's like its own separate beast, you know. It's hard because there's so many good Arnie ones, but yeah, this one is amazing. If you like, it's like action horror, and like, it's such a well-made movie as well, because you actually care about all the characters. That's something they don't get right now. You go into this movie and you immediately care for these characters. You don't want to see them die. You're like, oh no, gutted that he's dead, or gutted that he's dead. But then you want Arnie to win. You're like, it's something they get right from the go. Everything about this movie, they just get it perfectly. It's like lightning in a bottle. They try to recreate it in some of the other movies, but they just can't get it right. But I think it's part of like, everyone was on their A game. The team were amazing. The casting was great in this movie. Everything about it is just a great movie. The score for this movie is amazing as well. Action, horror, sci-fi, if you like. I like Predator 2. I don't mind it at all. Gets a lot of stick. I've got it up there somewhere. But yeah, I like that one. Danny Glover was a bit of an odd choice, but I do like him as Mike Harrigan. Thought he was pretty cool. And I like the whole like Jamaican posse type thing, going like drug wars with the Colombians and stuff like that. That was pretty cool, but it's not a patch on this one. Yeah, Predator, love that. Okay guys, that about does it for today. I said it was going to be a short one. I was lying to you guys. It's another 40-minute job. But yeah, cheers. Thanks very much for like sticking with us anyway, if you watched all the way through. Probably going to ease off now on the VHSs for a bit. I'm going to be a little bit more selective with the ones I'm buying now. So I want to like complete a couple of sets. Like I want to complete the Halloween set. I want to complete the Nightmare on Elm Street one, and a few other special ones I want to get. Maybe I'll try and complete the Schwarzenegger collection. I don't really want to be getting too many randoms because I'm just clogging my office up in work with a load of bullshit now. But yeah, so I'll be doing a lot more videos from home. I'll get like a nice background set up. I've been working on it, you know. Sometimes it looks good, you know, I need to get a bit of lighting in there, a few things I need to figure out and that, but whoever sticks with me anyway, I really appreciate it. If you could throw us a like and a subscribe, that would be fantastic. And thanks again for sticking with us. I hope you've had a good time watching me chat shit about some 80s movies. But yeah, thanks again guys, I'll see you soon. Ta-ra.